Welcome to Himalayan Art Resources, and my name is Jeff Watt, and we're going to do a book review. We haven't done one in a little while, but we're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to look at an actual Tantra, which you have access to through the 84,000, translating the words of the Buddha, and we'll link the website for that publication. There's a warning that goes with it if you're a Buddhist. If you're not a Buddhist, it's just publicly available. Now, the text is called The Root Manual of the Rites of Mañjuśrī. I'm not sure I like that translation, but anyway, in Tibetan it's called dpal rtsa, which just means the root Tantra of Manjushri. So I'm not sure about the longer... if there's a longer title for it. Anyway, this is a very early Tantra, and it actually doesn't refer to itself so much as a Tantra. In the text itself, it refers to itself more as a sutra, but it's very large with many chapters. I think it's got over 50 chapters. And why it's important to us is because it's one of the earliest tantras that discusses paintings, and also from these descriptions of paintings come sculpture, which are recognizable in terms of certain characteristics and elements. So this is originally written in Sanskrit, it's believed. I don't think it's Apabhramsha or Prakrit or anything. I believe it's Sanskrit, possibly Buddhist hybrid Sanskrit. And now what we've done on the HAR website is if you go to the Manjushri section and you go to religious context, then we have something called source texts. And if you click on source texts, it will take you to all the main Sanskrit texts that were translated into Tibetan that we're aware of, as well as the ones we have a link to them. And we have a link to the translation. If it's, I think most of them are translated, so it's not so much a problem. Now, the first text under Kriya Tantra text is called the Root Manual of the Rites of Mañjuśrī, and that's the text we're talking about here. Now, as I've mentioned, there are many chapters. So, what we've done at the top under chapter Colophons, you have to click on chapter Colophons under Himalayan Art Resources, and then it will take you to a page where we've copied over all of the Colophons, and then which give you a very brief description, a hint of what is in each of the chapters. But then at the very top, what we've done is we've added chapters where it says Manjushri Mula Kalpa Tantra, chapters 4 to 7. 4 to 7 are the initial descriptions of paintings of the Buddha, and how you paint the Buddha, and how big the Buddha should be, what kind of cloth, what kind of pigments, and also that he's seated on a lotus, and the lotus has a long stem, and underneath the stem, at the bottom of the stem, are two Naga kings. And it describes the Naga kings. So that's chapter 4 to 7. Then from chapter 12, 26, and 29, we have descriptions of Manjushri in various types of painting. And then from also in 29, I believe we have 12 yakshinis that are activity deities for Manjushri that are useful in the Manjushri practices. And so there's descriptions of those and paintings for some of those. And then chapters 51 to 52 is some descriptions of paintings of Yamari. Here they always call Yamari, they translate it as Yamantaka. And I don't really understand that from a language point of view. The Tibetan word Shinji translates as Yamari. Shinji Tarche is a different word, and that is Yamantaka. In the Manjushri Mula Kalpa Tantra, and in the Tibetan translation of the Manjushri Mula Kalpa, the Jambal Tsengyu, then the wording is Shinji. So this word Shinji in Sanskrit is Yamari, not Yamantaka. This is a technical issue, but That's just how I was trained, to be very concerned about language and to be very accurate. I mean, if you've ever spent any time with Gene Smith, he would really berate you if you spelt anything incorrectly in either English, Sanskrit, and especially Tibetan. So, but this is not a spelling issue. This is a translation and understanding issue. Are we going to say that Yamari and Yamantika are synonymous? Or are we going to say that they're actually different? Is the Tibetan word Shinjishe and Shinjitarche the same, or are they different? And do they have different meanings? So that's my personal issue. I don't mean to put it onto you. But on the HAR website, we have these pages that are helpful for understanding the Manjushri, Mula Kalpa, and art. And we will add more pages. We will add a synopsis of each of these chapters and what is important in terms of art and the creation of paintings or sculpture. We will do that in the near future. So thank you very much. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.